They looked pretty weak in that first one. I think it was just PRX kind of rolling over them. So
all right, we have DRX on defense. We've got PRX on attack. PRX on attack. Let's see what the KO does.
Cool new compositions and stuff like that.
Instant flash out doesn't hit anything.
Has been some pretty good success on this map. Now DRX
they try and do a little bit of util over towards B to pull the rotate. Knife goes in. That hit everyone. It hit loads.
Here we go. The push comes in. The dagger is good. And
wow, the attack shorty is huge. Double satchel into lamps.
Well then. That's an explosive entry. Now they haven't quite cleared the site, and that's going to start to bite them. Buzz
yeah, do they really think that their rotate? Well, okay, sure. I was gonna say, do they really think that their fake on B was so good that everyone rotated? That was nice. It's really, really nice. So it's very similar to, you know, when people buy a Judge and they double satchel. We saw it loads when F4Q Bunny was around and stuff like that. Oh, little tap for just next to no damage. Okay, really nice pistol from them. In terms of pistols, it's 1-2.
And an explosive start
to
the
pistols,
round.
we got 1-2 for PRX at the moment, and with the buy we are.
They bring out Buzz on the KO, and Foxy9 moves over to the Rays. They were running that double duelist last time. Just amazing shots, and in a pistol. I mean, if the Reyna starts to heal off and get that extra super armor,
if he gets some confidence to the Reyna, man, I'm scared. I'm scared for DRX.
They caught me playing Reyna on the stage again. Yeah, it's a fun time. And that one shot through the box was insane. I mean, that wasn't even like on the edge. That was like straight through the middle as well. He knew he was really low. He was just able to land that one. As now he's just going to light them up as they try to push out a hookah.
Why not just put him on Jet? The Reyna flash is crazy good for overwhelm, and that is what this team loves to do. Like you literally shoot the Reyna flash, and they're literally on you. Like in terms of any team that can make Reyna work, this is by far the most confident I am for any team, because it is literally like Reyna flash buys you what? If it gets shot, maybe like not even half a second. But sometimes that's all this team needs to actually just close a little bit of space.
They're gonna try to. Something wants that ult. A great flash, but he somehow still gets all of them.
Yeah, the spray too good.
Oh my god, he's still dismissing!
He's just dancing around.
He's just asking for his team. Divine needs to pick up one of the guns. Divine picks up one of the guns.
Something's just having a great time. It's very apparent to all of us. And
that's so sick.
Start off and something.
Yeah, he's having so much fun. Okay, they have a big game-changing ult into this one, and it's Reina ult. Let's see, Jing buys his Judge, and they're gonna do the pistol. They're gonna do the pistol again for their eco, for their bonus. Sorry.
He opens his eye. He's like, "Oh, I have my ults." Everyone's just watching him on the minimap. No one's coming to support him.
They're all laughing as this
they're literally all just watching him. That's so funny.
PRX will have fun. And that is
okay, so they do very similar to pistol, but they wanted to just make sure that no one was fighting behind it.
Didn't expect it to be like this against DRX so far.
And then yeah, we have instead of the shorty, this time we have the Judge. We're gonna be double satcheling in, and he's gonna meet Raze.
We have just made our way onto this map. So now DRX,
why do I think that something's going to hit this shot if he peeks? Dog goes in over towards B and they shoot the dog. Is he going to wait for a flash? Cascades out.
Q had against PRX's Reina composition was that something was just hitting headshots through smokes.
I like this. They're 4-1ing, so that if they ever flash here, it can pull the rotate off. I mean, look at the KO. That's the flash they were waiting for. They know they're out of flashes now, so that's the go signal.
They're trying to avoid the smoke shots. For the time being, just wait until PRX is forced to come into the site.
Knife is only going to hit the Reina. That is great news.
Over here on A, but once again, Jing
Dog
gets into
Judge
pretty much for free, as they're just kind of letting him. RB going to line up too, as they try to make their way through smokes.
Jing heard the drop. He's waiting for someone to check him, but no one is. Oh, but he still gets the kill with the peek.
What a sick round from RB right now.
Just holding down the site by himself, and Jing's only got a Judge, so kind of a rough spot for him. Might have to rely on something to land these longer angle shots. There's not a lot of time in this round either.
Yeah, there's not much you can do here. Yeah, might as well save the Vandal. And Jing,
you're going to let him save a 4?
Judge. It's not the end of the world for a Raze here on Bind. Lots of areas you can take easily with that weapon.
Yeah. They get the info he's in there, but nobody.
Okay, very nice round for DRX. They should be very happy with this.
No reason to. Something not going to use the Empress, and just take a look at how RB was able to hold down the site.
Very happy.
Good angles, good focus from RB. Again, one of those players that when he's got such a high peak, and of course his flexibility, his versatility is such a huge boon to DRX. But now,
chat, I was looking at this.
They've got their own flex player in Forsaken who can play every single Asian possible. So, you know, that benefit.
Maybe they'll show it at the end.
Not really a singular advantage for DRX anymore.
Okay. Still got the Reina ult.
DRX, not the same. On the side of
kind of close to some ults. RB has his ult from this round as well. Two-person stack over towards it. KO rotate coming in. That's the knife that hits all 5. That's pure info. They get a tap through smoke over towards the KO.
The shots through the smoke again. I mean, this is something that worked so well for PRX. You have to watch out for these shots. They will check every single possible angle before they go into the site. Oh, they want to try to push elbow. They're trying to deny as much information as possible. Mako will return the favor, but they have lost control of half of the site. Yeah, Mako correctly now trying to readjust over into hookah. That way they still have a
Mindfreak has
Crossfire
no
available.
smokes.
Clear it out. The Reckoning
Should be
comes down
impossible to
already
win this.
defensively. Foxy9 picks up that first headshot. And now they're kind of stuck in elbow. I mean, they do have total control, but now DRX surrounding them. Stax and Mako have that crossfire that you mentioned.
This is a pretty cool play. I'll explain that in a sec.
In Maine. As
Oh my
Jing
goodness.
comes in, opens up the site now. He's got the showstopper, but he gets shot in the back. As
Big
Divine,
1v1, 6
2.
HP.
He's got solo health, just 6, and that's the spray down
so-
from RB.
Right.
Picks up the
So
round
what
just
happened
barely.
here is
A
midway
very
through, they
close round.
curved
I mean,
this off.
PRX, they
And then
tried
they
their
took
best, right? The
hookah
one way
control and they
possible was to try
traded
to
this
find
for
a way to
this.
re-enter site.
It was actually
Divine
really
sets it
smart.
up
So
with the
basically
flash
this
into
decision
the
happened
queue.
once they realized that all
During
brim
that timing,
smokes
Jing was able to
had
creep
gone.
up
So
with the
DRX are
judge,
calling
but
the smokes. Obviously there's only one
right
smoker,
hold
so you can be
initially
calling
from
every
Mako
single
and
smoke that goes
Foxy9.
down because then you know how to play from it. All smokes go down. So then they just knew if we can get a crossfire, we're going to absolutely own this round. So they blocked vision here, and then you literally just saw Mako just walk into hookah. And this was only doable because the knife that went into this corner hit all 5. Right, so they knew all 5 were here. They wouldn't have rotated yet. They can't be in hookah. So they block off vision, they get into this, and then they just have a perfect crossfire from the site. And they just knew no vision to block this. If we play this right, one here, we're gonna own it.
Set
So
up
that was pretty
for
cool.
that A site once again. And again, the logic behind the Reina, I get, right? You've got a confident aimer like something, and Harbor is currently in the meta. Those Lears are actually going to work out quite well against.
Something's all. It's kind of situational because you want to feel like you're gonna get kills.
The Lear's big, and the spray from Foxy is
Oh
good,
boy,
but
they managed to
Divine
break
gonna lock
in
him
with
down
the
through
low
wall as
guns,
well, and this
and they
time
can get
PRX
some
get
upgrades.
into
It's
the
1,
site.
2. They get Harbor ult with the plant
That
as well.
spike.
It's a big 3v2.
See if they can
Money
hold it
is
tier 3v2.
kind of here for DRX. This guy won't be able to buy
I mean,
because the
Forsaken
1-9.
currently has a Reckoning
And
as
same
well,
with this
and
guy.
then you've got Mindfreak set up at a
So
wider angle in showers with a Vandal.
yeah, this
No
is
molly
giant.
or over a strike, but if he does get one kill, that could very
How
well
did they
be
get the
around
kill at the
over
back
for
with
DRX.
those guns though? Was this
Stax trying to make his way in. That's some information given over to Mindfreak. There's the Reckoning, and they're just holding it down. Stax alone on the site, but he
Oh.
picks up 2. And now the Seeker's coming out. He knows where Devi is.
Dodges the flash.
Divido just buying time and it's behind the wall. Will it be enough for Stax? He tries to hold it as
Damn,
the
yeah,
wall
he had-
goes
I mean, he
down.
had to. He
Fortunate
had to-
timing for him, and
he had to do it
PRX
time-wise.
will pick up a
Okay,
third round.
insane round from
An
PRX. Let's see this
amazing
replay. I kind of want to see
round
how
there
they
from
got this kill back
PRX. I mean,
site.
they were on stingers for that round, and not even everyone, not even the entire squad. I mean, initially, yes, Jing gets taken down, but the thing is because of the Lear, the rest of the forces were able to take control of the site itself. And then eventually, Foxy9, he gets answered back through the smoke.
How did Something's breach go?
Great
They look
entry
good. I
from
mean,
PRX.
they only lost 5
They
rounds. Like the
clearly
util
have
was
practiced
good.
in this composition
He
very
didn't
well
have
for themselves.
to frag out much, but
I love
in terms of
Divi's
setting
little
up the rest of his team,
celebration as well with the
it
knife
was-
at the
it
end.
looked
He's
fine.
just like running at the spike. These guys are, regardless of the situation, always having a great time.
Reina ult,
This
again, it's
time
like
it's
really
DRX who
situational
are
chat.
on
The main reason why you're using a Reina ult is because like you want to
Why
kill and
not
get a
really
hill.
spending
So it's
too
not
much
like you're going to use it to try and entry or anything.
Still holding
It's like
on
it's a really weird
once the ultimate- I mean,
situational ult.
Something's had Empress now for
You more kind of want to just use it when it's like a 2-on-3 and you're the 2 and the plant's down. Like that's kind of more where it's what it's for. It's just a very weird ult.
Yeah, but here's the thing is that PRX...
Yeah, H-Chucks, what's up? It's crazy how much you've learned just from listening to these watch parties. Yeah. I also used to work in production loads, so I kind of like, in my mind, replays it for like... I can talk about this for a bit. In my mind, replays are just... When you look into every round's a story, when you look into the rounds and you have questions, the replays should be answering what the questions were. So the replays like to show the other stuff unless you see something sick. That's kind of where I'm at with them. I don't know if you were talking just about replays too, but either way, good to see you again. A little bit aggro, bit of damage done. Going for the ace, trying to set him up.
And at this point, you could probably just pick up a rifle and run.
Yeah, I mean, you got to take what you can get. I mean, thank you for greeting for the ace.
He gets a gun, so yeah, a little bit expensive. But sometimes you got to keep the mood up, and that's what this team seems to thrive on.
It's not the biggest detriment, but obviously, you didn't want to give 2 free kills and a weapon to Stacks, who, yeah, now they're trying to grab it back here, but no time, and they're not going to peek at a hookah. So there you go. PRX pick up a 4th round. The round is still theirs, regardless of the fun being had. They still are in a dominant position.
Mind Freak, if Mind Freak starts to pop off, you know, in his peak form today, out of all these, he's been regaining it slowly but surely. But if it hits the absolute top peak, I don't know. This is looking dangerous for DRX now.
Yeah.
Ever since I praised the Pacific replays, they've been like this. We just got used to the EMEA replays. That's what it is.
DRX's plan is give up showers. We'll check for B long with the Sky Util. That's just been the meta for Bind for as long as we can remember. And then we'll hold on to Truck and U-Haul in lamps. However, the way that PRX is playing, sure, first of all, they have the Jing on the Raze. But then on top of that, they don't really have any interest in pushing into
just in general.
Unless it's an eco,
been
right?
learning so much for the game. Oh, that's cool to hear though.
And get out because they're always controlling showers. DRX has to respond.
Yeah, Zilva's a beast. Like
some way or another.
And I think Termi eventually was just like, well, I mean, I didn't call a timeout on the first map, and they just lost, what was it, 6 rounds in a row after the half. So I gotta call it early here. They're obviously
okay. This is the first time I've seen a DRX timeout for a little bit.
Total control, so I like the timing for Termi to finally call the timeout, regardless of how much he delays.
Felt like this was missing in the fast map. Let's see if it helps. In terms of the money, they cannot buy if they lose next rounds, and either can you. So this is a massive. Okay, this is sick. The huge rounds coming in. It's a good time for the pause. That's a bit of a block, but it's okay. Flash doesn't go in. They know they don't. They know they don't need to follow it up with any other util. Maybe another flash would be on top of it. Maybe there's a dog, who knows. Straight up Angel coming in to start us off. Something is a monster on Reyna.
I mean, this is PRX reading what DRX is thinking here after the timeout.
Exactly. It's almost like they're like, we know exactly what you're going to take this timeout for, and we are going to challenge it immediately. Yeah. It's like, we will forcibly take away your little edge you were trying to get from that timeout. It is so oppressive. And something, of course, with the dry peek and a hookah, he just gets the headshot. I mean, what are you going to do about that?
Oh, man.
Nice spammy.
What is this? Mako,
and they get another one on top of that.
To create a curveball there to hide in plain sight right outside of the smokes to catch them off guard, because otherwise they would have just had to give
wait, he doesn't. He gets him from showers. He gets it's just a side kill, right? Side kill then Angel.
And now DRX are like, well,
yeah. Sorry, I thought he was this guy in chat.
PRX, they didn't even really have to use much. I mean, in terms of utility.
Yeah, the overwhelm's just too much. The overwhelm's too much. The aim diff in them. It's been a lot of aim diffs. There's a world they do this to every team.
You're on the side of PRX. As now you can see they're on the chase as well. They know. Okay,
it's definitely DRX. Like it's easier to overwhelm on the attack than the defense on this map. So DRX can definitely stack up a good amount on their attack as well. So maybe they're looking for like 5 or something. Really, considering they lost pistol, because they can kind of just hold defaults, just wait for the push, and then reactively hit the site where they're weaker. So I'm expecting a good attack half from DRX. They need some rounds to play with.
He's like, well, we're just winning so hard that I guess I'll just hold on to it for when we're in trouble.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is one of those times where it doesn't feel bad, you know, that the ult is just sitting there, because there's literally no use for it. I mean, that's one of those emergency button ultimates, and they have not been in an emergency this entire first half.
Yeah. And you see once again the defense on A.
The Harbor and Bind, I like
great,
it.
Right? The entry, very
I think it looks
throwing a flash, you know,
at least NRG make it look unbelievable.
I mean, Divide clean once again. And it just feels like DRX are not handling this defense very well on the A site, as you put very succinctly, William. So you see that once again, PRX are just going to
got a hero gun pushing into the site with his 2. That's gonna snowball. That's nice. And they block them off. Ult comes in, trying to recover. They're putting an ult into this one. RB, does he get around the corner? Doesn't pick up a gun, but he has his ult.
They're gonna take out the Seeker. Something is gonna get shot in the back.
Damn, nice shots from DRX. Holy hell. How many upgrades did they get? They had this gun already. That's 1, 2, 3 gun upgrades. Massive round for them. That might swing a lot.
I just looked over at the stage, and Buzz is just grabbing the back of his head. It has to have been a misclick. Whatever the reasoning.
Wait, KO ulted at the end? No.
Him down on stage right now, but yeah, just telling him it's okay.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
You have to recover from that when a mistake happened. Your teammates still have plenty of ultimates.
Yeah.
It's okay. Does everyone pretend they used it into the round? Pretend it was round winning.
He's really just trying to limit test a little bit, you know, just seeing if they can win without the KO ultimate. You don't need that.
I mean, hey, you're playing up against Reina anyway. She doesn't really use her skills, right? It's just an aim goal anyway.
Sure. Well, yeah, that's one of the things that, you know, we get the replay, the crowd laughs. It's a funny moment, but for Buzz, that's rough. He's got to really resettle himself.
Yeah.
He's been having like a pretty good day so far, and I just hope that he doesn't get too affected by that, and we can just continue on and have a close match here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you lose this map and this match, obviously that's a moment that haunts you. But if you win,
DRX would go down to 1-9 loss bonus. They picked up so many guns there that it's actually kind of okay. Their money's great.
Wall goes up and Foxy
yeah, love this flash. Love this flash through. I think that's fine. They get the duelist that can get them out of choke points. So why they're pushing forward like that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but they even it out to a 3v3. The spike not planted just yet, and Buzz playing to just buy time. The Reckoning comes in as well. DRX is in a good position.
Nice shot.
Oh, Buzz, fantastic angle taken as
nicely handled. RB's looking pretty good at the moment.
Fantastic stop on the plant there from DRX. And they are in this map to win it.
Very important kill from Buzz there as well. 11-5 for RB. Very, very nice. Money is at the bottom. At the absolute bottom. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big round. Jing has his trusty judge again. He is 1 away, so they have a few options. Most likely you look at this buy thinking double satchel. If they can secure an orb, you could see a world where he goes around and gets the orb. Divide also close to his ult. DRX miles away from all of their ult apart from Viper ult.
Probably not going to get it by the end of the map unless he pops off here. Or I should say end of the half. As he will probably get it in this map once again. As he is still looking to peek into hookah while the rest of the team is looking to push short again.
Okay, so the goal here is just to entry with Jing.
It's the overwhelm. They get hold of lamps. 3 people here. They get some map control. Dog comes in, only spots 1.
It's a lot of water walls. Can't really see much.
It's impossible to get this plant right now.
Now that they have control of showers, they can just hold on to the site. They do not have to rush this deep.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what does PRX do now? They need an extra step, and they have no smokes. So they just have to aim duel. They just have to aim duel like this, yeah. And honestly, they did great. Divide has his ult.
He's gonna spot Foxy 9, and even if he doesn't get the kill immediately, he can relay that to his team or making their way onto the side. And Jing's gonna take his head off immediately.
There's the angels that we're talking about. Honestly, something did great to open up B site. The lurking Reina. Man, they give him full freedom. The most freedom anyone's ever had, and it's nice. It's a little bit like It's reminding me a little bit of like of when we watched Sentinels, and it felt like TenZ had full freedom because they had Zek into entry. It feels a little bit like that, where it's just like something has full freedom because he knows that Jin can entry. So if he wants to lurk, if he wants to do something like this, he can. He's allowed to. He can do whatever the hell he wants.
Immediately he steps back into the duelist role. He's playing Reyna of all things, and he is just getting some of those entry kills, some of those lurk kills that are really pushing the team over the edge. Like, it's still a close
Honestly,
map, but it feels
against
like
the 4-1,
making a big difference here,
doing a 4-1 and having a lurking Reyna against the Sky, I know that's madness, but honestly, I kind of think it's good.
What PRX can do. I mean, look at this. Just saying the cascade without an extra flash, without
you can create pressure over here. I know you don't help your team out in any way.
Okay, well, let's duel. You want a duel? I'll give it to you. I mean,
but you could get a lot of kills.
He is.
If you're good at it, like if you're a smart player, and then you can mix it up and the overwhelm's good with your flash.
He's putting up that wall. Not meant to be, as DRX are really playing on their hind legs, just waiting. Once again, waiting and watching, trying to stop the push from PRX.
And then you constantly, because if you're lurking on Reyna, like you could really buy into it as well. You start lurking on Reyna and you're buying like light armor only, and so you're always healing up to heavy armor once you get the lurk kill.
Back of the site so well as Mako still in lamps, still with the judge.
Oh god, that's how you use the judge, my boy.
Take him down. Foxy9 as well, holding down the fort as this spike is down, and PRX in a pretty good spot, but Mako now still with the judge and lamps. We'll have to see what he can do.
Massive angel.
Takes out stacks. Mako at least able to pick up a rifle, but he's all alone.
Oh, and look at Divide rotating very quickly, and then Forsaken repositioning
okay,
as well.
You got to smoke. I'm starting to believe here.
Played by PRX.
Ah, man, why do I say
no
stuff?
Idea that Forsaken's already through.
Can they get 5? I said 5 is like the golden number where I think they should be relatively happy. Can they get 5? They saved the Viper ult for this. Got to be using into this round.
Yeah, a great entry setup, and then actually right there,
Man, that kills so sick.
Mako still gets an excellent kill. But right here, because they knew that Divide was at A short, and Mako tried to push out, reads that Divide rotated. He thinks they're both in showers. He's distracted, and Forsaken can just get him from the back.
Viper ult is going short, and I guess they set the one-way up. I guess it's the old setup with the one-way here. Mate, Mixwell was doing this within the first week of the game. This exact setup. It was a nightmare to play against. When you took showers, oh my god, when you took showers and this one-way comes up, oh my goodness. Okay, you just run through like this. That's what you're meant to do.
Yeah, and they are looking to pinch right now.
They're going to have no idea that he's crazy enough to do this. Because who would ever walk through this?
Oh, well, he's about to get
and his teammate's baiting for him. And he's an unbelievable aimer.
Something opens up the site, and now Mako's like, oh, crap.
Yeah, I mean, now they have no reason to even touch the pit. Yeah. They can just ignore it.
Cool pit, bro.
And then they get the plant down, and Mind Freak with the plant gets his ult down.
Yeah. And this post plant is just, I mean, what do? Obviously, you have to try it's the last round of the half, but the pit is surrounded. Showers control in PRX's favor as well. Harbor, high tide coming up.
Mako is going to sneak into lamps. We'll see if that works for him, but look at this. Something in the corner. I'm sure they have no idea he's there as well, as he is holding it down. Gets the 2K.
It's 3 here. Mind Freak still has his ult. There it is. Forces him down. Stacks gets a kill during all of this. They're super low, both of them. He has a molly. No way he has a lineup.
The spray is not there, but Mind Freak gets the one guy in the showers.
Oh my god. 8 rounds. Holy hell, it's good. It is good.
An 8th round in their favor.
An absolute dominant performance in the first half.
In terms of pistols, Chad, it's 1-2. Feels like DRX need a pistol, but their comp should be good. Like, can they hold a default? Is literally the question. Can they hold a default, and can they get the fast kills? Or when PRX push, are they still going to get the fast kills?
Really good, right? Like, their retake was almost good enough. They got so close, right? Like, Stacks and the rest of the team pushing in, picking off. They had to clear so many angles, and yet they were almost able to do it still. And yet, it wasn't good enough.
I mean, this might be the day. I mean, we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but it is looking like it. And here's the thing. We've had Reyna picks at the top level of competition before, but it was mostly a scenario of, well, this player can't really play anything else on this map, so they just kind of have to. But here's the thing. I mean, you could very well put Jet in this composition and it still works as a double duelist. There's no problem with that. This is an intentional choice from PRX, given the current
PRX top C Pacific. So I said that I had them winning this, but I have them losing the best of 5. But honestly, this is looking a bit more convincing than I thought. But let's see how this goes.
We've talked about it so many times, but the addition of one player who can do this and is even flexible enough.
But I thought something similar to this would happen, but it's been a lot more. It's been pretty dominant.
Initiators another tough from time to time. What?
That is the vibe.
Yes, it is.
That is the vibe.
It is, yeah.
That's one hell of an angle for the lens to do its work.
Yeah. And DRX, I mean, the halftime, it's
that's
a
the
bit of a
PRX,
timeout
yeah.
as well. You get a little breather for both teams, and hopefully Termi, I mean, they're holding on to one timeout as well, and maybe, you know, they can settle down, pick up a pistol round. You essentially have to. But now at least PRX are
In the
not
double ban
attacking.
for the final is too much of a big advantage. Nah, I think you should be given a big advantage. I think it's, honestly, I think it's perfect. Tournaments used to give people a map advantage, and I think, although you could say that the map advantage is like the same as a double ban, but I think at least you give the team a chance to do something on maps.
There's a possibility, but right now the read is there from PRX that the focus is going to be on B side, at least initially in this round. I mean, it's just Forsaken watching for the Viper lurk.
What I think of PRX playstyle, I love it.
Already pushed out before the 0
I love it.
Yeah. It's very PRX. And DRX, again,
they can.
they're like,
I've seen them fall back on normal playstyle as well. We saw it the other day against T1 on Fracture. Once they lost the 1v2, they went into a more traditional style of play. They can do it. It just doesn't suit them, and they don't like to do it, I'm pretty sure. This, when they're doing madness, suits them, and I like it. I like watching it. I think it works. I think they could do crazy things in Tokyo because it's unlike anyone else at the moment.
They might get flanked here.
Oh, they will, but here's the thing, does Mako
And if you're not on your A game, you're gonna get
Mako's
wrecked.
about to see it, if not.
Finds one.
Yeah, he gets the one.
Okay, nicely handled, but I was gonna say they might not expect one on the site, but they use a knife.
Hookah here has something.
Jing is so fast behind them.
The spam is not good enough as
But he
Buzz will take it out, but Jing and Forsaken.
He has a name.
Out here. We do have the plant coming down from RB.
Ghost picked up as well. They're so scratched up on the side of DRX. Can they hold on to this post plant? They are not in a good position.
They really are not. They got to take some heads out. Otherwise, I think this retake should come in from PRX. As Forsaken, he lands the first one on an RB. The right click is not there. But Fox's information given away. And there it is. Forsaken with the
aim is so good.
Down the pistol round for PRX.
So good.
9-4 lead. And now
okay, in terms of the pistol, it's 1-3.
Round of the half. The big question is, DRX, do you force by? I mean, it's a iffy round differential, right? It's not so one-sided that you think there's no hope, but at the same time, the momentum is absolutely in PRX's favor.
See this last moment. They know exactly where Foxy9 is, so Forsaken can just line it up, and he's pretty pumped, right? I mean, and you should be, as PRX. You are about to potentially 2-0 DRX.
In this PRX, I don't think anyone else. I don't think anyone's. I don't think this playstyle would suit anyone else in the world other than this team. I really don't. Honestly, do you know the team that I think would maybe suit this the closest? And maybe people are going to go mad at me, but I genuinely think it's Sentinels.
DRX as well.
And they certainly are. This is a speed run. This is DRX any percent right now. And okay, trying to push through the wall here. Jing gets in a little bit of trouble, but something still holding down the fort. Now he's pushing! The Reyna gameplay is out of control! As Lamps is totally cleaned up. It's a flawless.
Okay, they lose no damage. No damage has been done.
Not even one, I checked.
Armor's intact. Money's out of control. They pretty much use no U2 into that. It's probably the lowest amount of money I've ever seen spent into a round. 450, 1003, 50, 300, 550, 700. Their money's great.
So well versus just getting kills, right? I mean, because the agent, I mean, revolves around getting kills. I mean, your entire kit is based on getting that initial kill. But I guess if you're something,
man, they make REYNA look good though. This guy makes REYNA look good. It's sick. It's so good. And they're not like
he's got a judge against an eco.
They're using it in multiple ways, which is kind of nice. They even threw a lurk into there and stuff. Like, it's been nice. I like their setups. Let's see though. I think this might be a little bit too far gone, but I do think DRX can grab hold of this. They can do it pretty well.
Mako going to line that up and get the kill. DRX clean onto the B site.
All right, PRX, the initial 2 members. I mean, sure, Forsaken was trapped, but Jing kind of rushing in, trying to flood the site because they don't have as strong firepower here on that side of PRX. And now the retake's looking pretty difficult. The goal for PRX has got to be just doing as much economic damage as possible.
You wouldn't thought you'd imagine those words coming out of his mouth. Trust me, I tried 2 years to make REYNA good. Like, I felt like we used it okay. Maybe I feel like we used it the best we've seen, but I think this is better. Like, I'm really convinced this is way better than what I ever did.
They're gonna try the door once again, but it's not gonna work out.
I mean, something looks very, very good on it as well.
Have one Vandal on Forsaken, so they're just gonna run away with that.
Mind Freak's gonna save because he's got the full armor, even if it's just a Spectre. Okay, just trying to snowball the econ as much as possible.
Alright, let's see though, because it should, yeah, and I think he understands this. I think he knows this could go wrong, and that they need to make sure that they're switched on, because it could definitely go wrong with this comp. Let's see how many times do they throw in their aggro stuff, if they're going to be doing it straight away. I would like to see them just do some gamble stacks for a little bit, to be honest, and then start going aggro, because I think DRX are going to expect them to go aggro, and then honestly they're probably going to be holding defaults for like 30 seconds, which means the time will already be low and they won't have to use any util. So we'll see.
Okay, well we've still got a couple of timeouts. Let's just kind of take the wind out of their sails the second they even get one round, and try to break it down and
coach PRX and make them disciplined. I'm not sure you want to.
Yeah,
I'm not sure you want to, and I've seen them do it. Like, I have seen them do it. It just feels like we used to do this in Liquid, a similar thing where it would be like everyone's allowed to overpeak. We did multiple ways. We did a few ways where it's like everyone's allowed to overpeak until I call a pause, and then like everyone needs to rein it in, or it'd be like everyone has one overpeak card, and then if you die, then it's done. That picture's incredible, by the way. That picture's actually incredible.
It was such a funny sign because all the players had the same exact face as well. It's like 5 minions of Alex.
That's unbelievable.
That was so cool.
That should be Alex's like Twitter profile or his header or something. That's incredible.
Held on to the judge for a couple of rounds in a row, ends up dying in the last one, and says, "Well, now's my time to shine and op some people down."
Forsaken's just checking close on the Cascade. He just doesn't want to give up that space for free. He knows that the Cascade doesn't actually stop
go
anything.
aggro. They have good info here. Rotate's coming in, and they're playing passive. They're letting them take this map control.
As the angle is being checked, Mindfreak not able to stop them on the entry here. As the Cove goes up as well.
Oh, this is an interesting way.
On their entry this time onto the A site.
This is interesting.
Well, and now with the operator, I mean, this is a round where PRX has to start considering saving.
So I think how. Let's wait. There's a few jewels that are coming up that could be big. Okay, should be fine now. I think how PRX maybe, or at least approach this one, was just straight B control, and then we're going to retake A. But as long as you hold on to showers, it's going to be fine. They're looking at this comp thinking it struggles to plant here. If they get up short and they get lamps control, that's fine. But as long as we hold showers, they should struggle to plant here. They only have the Cove. We break the Cove by shooting it, then they can't plant because they're in the open. And I think, honestly, that would work. It's just that DRX got a few kills. So I wonder if they want to do that again. But I like the approach from PRX here. I thought it was good. Also, nice round from DRX. Did they satchel through the wall? There were more to get the kill. It was Foxy, right? Just got a straight up duel. Yeah, with the flash. Okay, but the flash didn't even pop.
With the blast pack, he enters so cleanly, picks up those 2 headshots, also gets the one here in short on the
Okay, I mean, this was I like the game plan from PRX here. I thought it was good. It just got owned by Foxy, individual. So it's a strong peak. The Reina OP comes out. I haven't seen this for a long time, but it is kind of strong. It's a good tier 2 OP agent. Bit of a nightmare when this hits you though, but it doesn't hit.
He doesn't get tagged by it though, so still taking a very aggressive position just in the middle of the site.
Yeah. So rough too to play this operator against a harbor on both sides. I mean, there's going to be so many walls in your face. Jing sitting in hookah, just holding down the fort by himself.
Oh my, yeah, look at him, just individual, and then the information. Oh, it's kind of nice against the harbor stuff because you can get a kill. You can get a kill when spamming. You can take the dismiss, and then you can look through the wall to see how many numbers they got. Nice aim from everyone once again from PRX.
And then the shots on the boombot were coming from the right. So you see paint shells and snakebite, and Jing survives all of it, dodges all of it, gets 2 kills. Meanwhile, something
the harbor counter. It's Reina.
Through the high tide to check if the rest of
the harbor counter is Reina.
He gives vision. I mean, he is playing this Reina as best as you can.
That's cracking me up.
Reina at this point, he's like getting in. He's getting the information, calling it to his team. It's kind of insane what this player can do at the highest level of Reina play. As you mentioned, we don't see it all the time. As now we got DRX, or rather PRX, pushing out of a short and trying to get in behind Mako.
They got to expect this though, right? It's PRX. You got to look behind you. Oh no, they get the trades out because Foxy took himself down.
Mako's totally down. He's out of the fight. And now DRX are like, well, we might as well teleport out because our entire plan on B is just gone. Here's something now. Tries to take that shot through the wall. Not going to happen, but Forsaken is on the site, and he lines up 3
What a
in
monster. What an absolute monster. Oh my goodness. The straight up
push
push behind, and DRX didn't consider it. 6 chances. Yep, makes a lot of sense. 6 chances. Here we go.
The way they play the map. It is not just aggression, the way they slow down the flank. Forsaken gets the kill, and then Reina is holding elbow, but in a position where something can rotate quicker to A site. That gives time. He fires the op shot to distract them. Meanwhile, Forsaken can hide right in front of the showers. I mean, the map control is immaculate from PRX.
Yeah, it's so oppressive.
Yeah,
like,
I love this PRX team. It's so good. I think. Yeah.
Literally until the last moment. The 12th round.
I've been singing their praises for a while. Predicted them to win this. I'm kind of happy that it's looking like it's gonna happen.
It kind of had middling success.
And honestly, after looking at this, I'm not so confident in the DRX winning the final anymore that I said, but I'll stick with it.
Remotely possible at this point, William.
They make the Reina look decent. Like they really do. Like like you know, I've always been relatively open with the thinking on it, but I would love a lo-fi VOD review of this and be like, surely you can at least see a little bit of potential with the Reina here. Like surely just a little bit.
I mean, this is the best PRX we've seen in a long time.
Because he's the biggest Reina hater. But you got to look here, and even just that one round where he got the kill and looked through the wall, you got to look at some of the potential here. Surely, no way I'm defending Reina for sure. I'm defending Reina on this. It looks decent.
The showstopper somehow, yeah. Even with his own rocket, kind of getting that AoE onto him. Does not matter, and now DRX.
That's not replicable. It is though. I genuinely think it is. How many times have we seen? If you look over towards Pearl, right? Pearl's a great example. You're going over towards B. You do that. You do the wall down. How many times have you seen someone kill someone at the beginning from spamming it? You get that kill, then you can check through the wall to see if it's multiple numbers. I genuinely, I think it would work. Like you probably get a kill like 1 out of 4, 1 out of 3. But people spam it anyway. I think it's decent. This is done. This is so done. What a dominant performance.
This is not something I have ever had to say casting DRX in Korea.
How about another flawless? Nope, not going to happen. Buzz will not let that happen. He's going to spray the body out of frustration. And he's going to get shorted for the final kill.
I loved it. Okay, PRX.
PRX.
PRX take it into the upper bracket. So they upper